Ever imagined living on a tiny island surrounded by turquoise water, soft white sand and coral reefs full of life? Welcome to the Maldives, a place where every direction leads to the ocean and the skies seem to stretch forever. In this video, we'll dive into what makes the Maldives more than just a postcard-perfect destination. You'll explore dazzling underwater worlds filled with manta rays and colorful fish. We'll visit floating villages, ancient mosques made from coral, and markets buzzing with island life. You'll also learn how local people live, cook, celebrate, and care for their stunning home. Whether you're dreaming of a tropical escape or curious about everyday life on these remote islands, this journey will open your eyes to one of the most unique places on Earth. So, hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome travel stories, and let's begin our adventure across the Maldives. Did you know the Maldives is made up of over 1,000 tiny islands, but only around 187 are officially inhabited, according to the Maldives Bureau of Statistics? Some sources round this to about 200, and with roughly 105 islands used for resorts, there's plenty of space to explore. Even more surprising, the country is about 99% water. It has no rivers or mountains, just low-lying coral islands spread out across the Indian Ocean. This makes it the most geographically dispersed country in Asia. One of the coolest historical sites is the Hukuru Miskiy, or Friday Mosque in Malé, built in the 1600s using carved coral stone. It's a reminder of how people here have always worked with nature to build their lives and their landmarks. Many of these coral mosques are not just spiritual centers, they're works of architecture shaped directly from the sea. The Maldives is a nation unlike any other. It's made up of 26 natural atolls, though only 21 are used as administrative regions, each forming rings of small islands over coral reefs. Altogether, there are over 1,000 islands scattered across a wide stretch of the Indian Ocean. What makes the geography truly unique is how flat everything is. There are no mountains, hills, or rivers, just sandy islands barely above sea level. In fact, the Maldives is the flattest country on Earth, with a highest natural point of just 2.4 meters, 8 feet. While there's an artificial golf course mound claimed to reach 5.1 meters, it's not officially recognized. Because of this low elevation, the Maldives faces serious challenges from rising sea levels, making it one of the most climate-vulnerable places in the world. The Maldives is a paradise for marine life. Beneath its crystal-clear waters lie colorful coral reefs that support over 2,000 species of fish, including graceful manta rays and reef sharks. Sea turtles glide through the lagoons, while dolphins leap through the waves just offshore. One of the most important areas is Vaadhoo Atoll, a UNESCO biosphere reserve. It's known for Hanifaru Bay, where giant manta rays gather in huge numbers during plankton season, a spectacular sight for snorkelers and divers. To help preserve sites like Hanifaru Bay, some marine zones charge small conservation fees, which directly support coral restoration and protected areas. It's a great way to dive responsibly. But this underwater wonderland is under threat. Rising sea levels and warming oceans are damaging coral reefs and endangering wildlife. That's why local communities and scientists are working hard on conservation, from coral farming to protecting marine zones. In the Maldives, the beauty of nature is everywhere, but so is the responsibility to protect it for future generations. In the heart of Malé, the Grand Friday Mosque stands tall with its shining golden dome, the largest mosque in the Maldives. Just north lies Uthemu Palace, the wooden home of national hero Sultan Mohammed Thakurufanu, who fought against Portuguese invaders. The nearby Islamic center is both a spiritual and architectural landmark, surrounded by traditional island buildings made from coral stone and wood. Together, these sites share the proud history and heritage of Maldivian culture. Nature in the Maldives is full of magic. On Vaadhoo Island, the beach glows at night thanks to tiny plankton that light up the waves, a natural phenomenon called bioluminescence. Planning to see the glowing beach? The best chance is June through October during plankton season, especially around new moon nights when the stars and the sea shine brightest. In Hanifaru Bay, manta rays gather in huge groups to feed, offering an unforgettable snorkeling experience. All around the islands, sandbanks and turquoise lagoons create peaceful, dreamlike scenes where you can feel like the only person in the world. Maldivian food is all about fresh flavors from the sea and tropical ingredients. Coconut, tuna and chili are common in many meals. One must-try dish is mas huni, a traditional breakfast made from smoked tuna, onions and coconut, served with flatbread. In the capital city of Malé, the local market bursts with color and aroma, full of spices, fruits and freshly caught fish. Every bite tells a story of island life. Celebrations in the Maldives are filled with color, music and tradition. Independence Day, held on July 26th, features parades, performances and national pride. During Eid, families dress in bright clothes, share feasts and enjoy traditional Boduberu drumming and dance. On some islands you can even see boat races, where teams paddle dhonis, local wooden boats, across the sea. Festivals here are more than fun. They reflect the heart of Maldivian culture. The culture of the Maldives is shaped by its island roots and Islamic traditions. The official language is Dhivehi, a unique blend influenced by Arabic, Sinhala and even French. You'll hear it spoken warmly in markets, homes and schools across the islands. Islam plays a central role in daily life. Modesty in dress and respect during prayer times are important. Mosques are peaceful places, and the call to prayer echoes gently across the islands. One of the most joyful traditions is Boduberu, a type of music and dance that began centuries ago. With drums beating in rhythm and people dancing barefoot on the sand, it brings communities together during celebrations and festivals. Hospitality is deeply valued. Guests are often welcomed with smiles, sweet tea and heartfelt kindness. In the Maldives, culture isn't just about customs. It's about connection, respect and sharing life by the sea. Life in the Maldives moves at an easy, ocean-paced rhythm. Most people live on small islands where everyone knows each other. Fishing is more than a job. It's a way of life, passed down through generations. Children go to school on their islands, and some travel to larger towns for higher education. Families often gather for meals, storytelling, and evening walks by the beach. The population is young, with many working in the growing tourism industry as guides, chefs, or resort staff. Whether on a quiet island or a bustling resort, life in the Maldives is close-knit and deeply connected to the sea. The Maldivian economy is built on the ocean. Tourism is the top industry, with visitors from around the world coming for luxury resorts and diving adventures. Fishing and boat building also remain important, linking island communities through trade and tradition. Living costs can vary a lot. Resorts can be very expensive, but life on local islands is more affordable, with simple homes and shared resources. Innovation is growing too. Some islands use solar power to stay green, and architects are designing floating buildings to adapt to rising seas. In the Maldives, tradition and new ideas float side by side. To adapt to climate risks, some islands are building sea walls, exploring floating architecture, and linking atolls with ferry networks, creating a more connected future even across the open sea. The Maldives has a long and fascinating history. Long ago, it was a Buddhist kingdom, with temples and carvings that still remain on some islands. In the 12th century, the people converted to Islam, and the Maldives became an Islamic sultanate, ruled by sultans for hundreds of years. Over time, the islands were influenced by outsiders, first the Portuguese, then the Dutch, and later the British, who made the Maldives a protectorate. After years of foreign control, the Maldives gained full independence in 1965, proudly becoming a free and sovereign island nation. The Maldives is a presidential democracy, where citizens vote for their leaders every 5 years. While the capital, Malé, is the political center, decisions affect all 26 atolls and their many small communities. One major focus of Maldivian politics is climate change. As one of the lowest countries on Earth, the Maldives speaks up at global meetings to protect island nations from rising seas. Politics also shape daily life, from building schools and hospitals to maintaining seawalls. For islanders, good leadership isn't just about laws, it's about keeping their islands safe and their future afloat. Planning a trip to the Maldives? The best time to visit is between November and April, when the weather is sunny and dry, perfect for swimming, snorkeling, and exploring. Getting around is part of the adventure. Since the islands are spread out, most travelers use speedboats or seaplanes to reach their destinations. These rides offer stunning views of the ocean from above. You can stay on a luxury resort island or choose a local island for a more cultural and budget-friendly experience. Local stays often include guest houses and guided tours by residents. No matter where you stay, remember to pack light, respect local customs, and always carry reef-safe sunscreen to protect the ocean life you came to see. The Maldives is generally a very safe destination for travelers. Crime is rare on resort islands, and local communities are peaceful and welcoming. Still, it's important to stay alert, especially around the water. Some areas have strong currents, so always swim where it's safe and follow local advice. Be careful around coral reefs to avoid cuts or injuries, and never touch marine life. Also, remember to respect local customs, especially during Ramadan. Dress modestly on local islands and avoid eating in public during fasting hours. Being thoughtful helps you enjoy your trip while honoring the culture. In the Maldives, most inhabited islands have basic schools and health clinics. Students often continue their studies in larger towns or the capital, Malé, which is the country's main hub for education, healthcare, and business. Internet access is improving, with many islands now connected, making it easier for locals and travelers alike. Though remote, the Maldives is building strong links between its scattered islands, one wave at a time. From glowing beaches to coral reefs, peaceful island life to warm local smiles, the Maldives is truly a world of wonder. Now we want to hear from you. Which island would you visit first? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing travel stories. Thanks for joining us on this island adventure.